Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel! Please look at them. They're dying to see ya. Alright, well, I'll just go fuck myself then. But hi guys, thank you so much for clicking this video. Thank you for tuning in for another video from me. Obviously you guys have read the title, so I'm really excited about today's video. Like, I feel like I say I'm excited in every video, and I feel like that's just a reflex at this point. If I'm being completely honest, I have like raging imposter syndrome. Like, I am never excited about my content. I'm like, but today, I am kind of actually genuinely excited. And the reason why I'm excited is because, well, one, we're going to be talking about how to feel more confident in the bedroom, more confident while having sex. But the reason I'm more excited about this one is I feel like a lot of my content, you guys know I've done a lot of like sexual education content, but I feel like a lot of it is more so from like the mental health perspective. Like, a lot of my advice has been about like working on yourself, self-love, self-gratitude, like taking care of yourself. And obviously I still stand by that shit. That shit is very important. Basically, I'm excited about this video because the second after you're done watching it, you can do all these things. Like, it doesn't involve working on yourself. It doesn't involve therapy. It doesn't involve, you know, journaling. It like literally is shit you can go buy, shit you can go set up, shit that you can go do right now, that if you were anxious about, you know, having sex tonight, like you could get these things all today. But before we jump into my amazing points that I have written down, of course, I wanted to give a very big thank you to Adam and Eve for sponsoring this video. There's so much shit! For those who don't know, Adam and Eve is an adult website, so it's a website you can go to get toys, adult toys, games, reading material, lingerie. They have a lot of really cool things. So they're basically just like a fun store where you can go and get all the things you want for, you can literally see a fucking vibrator just sticking out. If you see anything you like, I'm going to show you guys these things, but just so you know, you can use my code SHRINKS and get 50% off. 50% off one item on their website, as well as free shipping in the United States and Canada. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to show you guys some of the things they sent. So the first thing that you can see sticking out is this, it's a wand. Shut the fuck up. This thing thrusts. This looks fucking pretty. Like, is this? Oh my god. So this is, again, just a little vibe. You just stick her in wherever you want to stick it in and go for it. It's waterproof. This is pretty. Do you guys think I could put this as decor in my house and no one would notice? All right, so next we have a game. I love when Adam and Eve sends games. I recommend sex games for anyone who like feels like they have a boring sex life and like they don't know how to bring it up to their partner, that they want to experiment. Just be like, you want to play like a sex game? This game, like any of these games, will give you some wild stuff. All right, so next, I was hoping they'd send this. If you've watched any of my sex videos before, you know. This is the Satisfier. It mimics like suction. So like it goes around your clit and it's like suctioning. And if you asked, what's the one you recommend? This is it. I tell my friends all about this shit. Like, I'm not gonna open this because I have 3. Because whenever an Adam and Eve asks me for one, I get another one. But like, so this one is going to a lucky friend. Friends watching, whoever texts me first, you get it. All right, so next, so this again is another dildo. You guys, they have so many things. Like, I can't believe this many things exist, but this one is very sleek looking and very nice looking. Treble and bass technology. Feels like treble and bass? What the fuck? Well, oh my god, no, like literally. Like, look at the freaking sound waves. That is fucking hilarious. And then finally, and this is something, Adam and Eve has tons of these things, like these kits, these like bondage kits. So yeah, thank you again to Adam and Eve for sponsoring this video. And again, guys, my code is SHRINKS for 50% off one item and free shipping in the US and Canada. All right, so when I was bigger, I was very insecure about my size. Even when I lost weight, talked about this many times, very fucking insecure. Like, I feel like the vast majority of my life I have lived being very insecure, which is unfortunate, but we're 28 and we're getting out of it. We're fucking finally. Don't they say that like once you reach like 30, 40, you like look back at your past self and you're like, what was wrong with me? Like, I was so hot. Like, they say that, right? Like, is that gonna be me when I'm 40? I'm gonna look at me now and be like, why were you fucking talking shit about yourself? But since I was super insecure, I had a few little things that I always did to make myself feel a bit better. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about, that I wanted to suggest to you guys, is lingerie. So I know when you first hear lingerie, a lot of you are probably like, fuck no. Like, lingerie makes me feel worse about myself. Like, I don't feel sexy in lingerie. I don't feel like this. And to that, I would say I agree. Especially when I was bigger, there was a lot of lingerie you would not catch me dead in. To this day, at this size, there is lingerie you will not catch me dead in. I am not a string bikini thong bitch. I'm not. I like a thick band, man. Like, there's things I'm not gonna wear. But when I was bigger, and even now, still some of my favorite lingerie, is baby dolls. So if you are unfamiliar with baby dolls, they are very cute. It's a type of lingerie, but it covers more. Like, it's a lingerie that I feel like is still very sexy, very cute. I always felt very confident in it. I loved it because it made me feel cute, it made me feel confident, but it offered the coverage I needed. For me, when I was bigger, my stomach was my issue. I held most of my weight in my stomach. I have never been a super like curvaceous hourglass figured person. I'm more hourglass now than I was, but like, I am not like I don't have huge hips. I don't, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm very rectangle. So when I was bigger, all my weight was held in my stomach, and I really didn't like it. I was very insecure about it. It kind of hung so low that like you couldn't even see like any of my like private parts or anything like that. So it was just something I was insecure about. For some of you, it won't be like a baby doll. It will be something else. Maybe your stomach isn't your insecurity. Maybe your insecurity is your boobs and you feel like lingerie doesn't offer support. Like, there are so many types of lingerie that have cups, that are structured, that like, there's just so many things. Corsets, like, you can literally look so hot. You can look so hot. And I just encourage you to kind of like find something that you think is gonna make you feel more confident in the bedroom, something that you feel more protected. You're not like, you know, ass naked out, because that was a fear of mine. Oh my God, I was so insecure about my naked body. Like, I was so insecure that I would not sleep by myself naked because I was afraid that if I died, someone would have to find me and see me naked. Like, that is, like, I would have been dead. No life, gonzo. And I was still worried that people would see what I would look like naked. Like, that's how fucking insecure I was about being naked. All right, so after you got your hot little fit on and you're feeling all confident and you got your little hair did and you're all like cute and cute. My next advice, if you need it, is to play with lighting. When I first started dating Zach, I really liked him, obviously, and it made it very hard for me to open up because I just wanted him to like me back. So I was very insecure about my body. About him seeing me naked. I would not let him see me naked. Like, for the first 4 months of our relationship, he'd be like, why don't we just shower together? And I was like, fuck no. Then I have to stand there in pure light and you just look at me? Fuck no. But yeah, so at the beginning of our relationship, I would turn the bedroom lights off, but then keep the washroom light on and like keep the door open a bit. And that was like my way of making it so it wasn't pitch black, because when it's pitch black, it's just difficult. Like, it's hard. Like, you can't see anything. So that was my way to make it look not pitch black, but not so bright that like every fucking insecurity was like on display. So that's what I did. Luckily, that is not my advice. I'm not gonna tell you, just crack the washroom door open and hope it's not fucking awkward. That is not what I'm gonna tell you. But I am gonna tell you to play with the lighting. So what do I mean by play with the lighting if I don't mean cracking your washroom door open and letting a sliver of light out for your fucking sesh? What I mean is, I very highly encourage you to invest in like LED lighting, LED strips. So if you're unaware, LED strips, I mean, I feel like they've taken over the world. Like, they're so popular right now. Like, the kids love them, like the Gen Z kids, like they love them. They're really popular. I love them. They're in my apartment. I'm not like being like, those damn kids. I'm one of them. Invite me. Let me be one of you. I'm a millennial. I'm actually on the cusp. But LED lights. So if you've never used LED lights, they give light, but it's not bright light, right? Like, it's cool lighting. Like, it changes the color of things. So if your lights are off, but you have, say, purple lighting on, which is what I have right now, like, at night, my living room looks purple. Like, everything that is reflecting is purple. And it's just a really cool way to add light, but it's not like light. It's not like bright light. It's controlled light because you can control the color. Specifically, I would encourage you to look into red LED lights. LED lights that can go red. And the reason I suggest red if you had red, like, you just know, like, it is sexy. Like, red LED lighting is hot. Like, it will, one, get you in the mood, but two, and this is what I think is most important for people who are insecure, and what would have been most important for me as an insecure person, is that red lighting disguises shit. Like, when I was big, or even when I was not big, just when I was insecure, my main insecurities about sex were, like, pube stubble, which is so fucking dumb. Like, I've had a lot of insecurities in my life, and I feel like that is one that should not have existed, because we all have pubes, and I just think I was harder on myself because I was big. Like, I've talked about this, like, I'll put a video up here where I cried about it and shit, but I was just really insecure, and I think that little things were bigger in my mind because I already viewed myself poorly, and I was already like, I'm already like overweight, and I'm already like less desirable. And I'm not saying this is a fact, by the way. I'm saying this is what I thought. Do not fucking project the shit I told myself on yourself. All right, we're gonna have fucking issues. But yeah, so red LED lighting. Okay, back on track. Red LED lighting is so, it just camouflages stuff. If you think about the things you are most insecure about, like I was saying, my pube stubble, hyperpigmentation. So a hyperpigmentation I had and still have in between like my legs, my like groin area. So what I mean by hyperpigmentation is just darker skin. So darker skin in those areas, armpits, whatever, and stretch marks. I was really insecure about stretch marks. All of those things are in the red family. Every single fucking one. Darker skin. So like whether that means your darker skin is brown, is red, is pink, whatever, it's all in the fucking red family. The red disguises it. You do not see it in the red. So if you are someone who like, you just genuinely feel like you are afraid of someone seeing your body, I would change the lighting. I would invest in like $20 LED strips, and you get a little remote with it, and you can change it. And like, depending on the ones you get bougie ones. Like, they fade in. LED lights, they work great. They cover what you want to cover. Again, not saying you need to cover anything, but if you want to, LED lights, that paired with your cute little lingerie moment, and very important, music. Music can change the mood very quickly. If you are concerned about like it being quiet, it being weird, like music is your answer, because some music, for me, it is 2000s R&B. 2000s R&B to me is like sex music. I'm like, yep, that's the music we need right now. That's music we need. But if you're with someone who like, you just feel awkward, like you don't know how to start it, you don't know what to say, you feel like you're gonna be awkwardly silent, just make sure there's music on. I'm telling you, if your lights are red, your lights are dimmed red, and you have like Akon on, it's gonna happen. All right, so my next tip, and this one helped me a lot, and I feel like a lot of people can relate to this, but when I was bigger, I was very, very hyper aware and like just worried about what I smelled like. And I feel like it's because of just like years and years of trauma, unfortunately. Just like, if you grew up as an overweight kid, you know, like kids calling you smelly, kids calling you fat, kids calling you gross, like just all these things that while you try to ignore throughout your childhood, eventually they kind of just, you kind of internalize it, unfortunately, and start believing those things. So I think I was just so worried about smelling bad. I was like, I'm bigger, like I sweat more than the average person, my legs rub together a lot, like I didn't know if that caused some, like I didn't know if it made me smell, like, and it was just something I was very concerned about. If you're like me, I really, really, really suggest and encourage you to try to control the situation as much as possible. And what I mean by that is like, invite them to your house, or make a time to go to their house, but like have it planned out, have the time planned. And once you have the time planned, give yourself like time to prepare for it. So what I would do is like, I would make sure I'm clean. So for me, if let's say someone's like, come over to my house at 4 p.m. If that was me, I'd be like, cool. So I got to be there at 4 p.m. That means at 1 p.m. I'm going to start getting ready. I'm going to do a full body shower. I'm going to do a full body shave, if you shave, if you like whatever you do personally, that's what I would start doing. I'd be like, I am going to time this to a point where I know I am freshly clean, I smell good, I can feel confident about it, and that is something that I knew was going to calm my nerves a lot, because I was just always so concerned. Like, I remember thinking to myself, I would never be able to have a one-night stand because of how worried I was about that shit. Like, I did not get how people could simply have one-night stands, that they could bring men back from the bar and just whip off their clothes and feel confident. Like, I did not know, because I was so worried that like, oh god, I was clubbing all night, like what if I sweat, what if I smell bad, what if I did this, what if I did this, like I was so hyper fixated on that shit that like that was never an option for me. So it made me feel so much more confident knowing if I could control how clean I would be, that I knew I had just showered, that I had my opportunity to, you know, put my perfume on, my deodorant, everything I needed, and that brought me a lot of confidence. By the way, do not douche your vagina if you have a vagina. That is not what I'm saying. Don't do that. That is very highly unnecessary and actually quite dangerous. So what I'm saying is just like go in the shower, like use a loofah, just clean your body. Like you don't have to do like a huge deep clean. For me, I'm just like, I felt better being showered. Light a candle, spray some Febreze, make it cozy cute, make it smell good. Everyone will feel better. I promise, everyone involved. All right, so my next tip is to get naked more. And what I mean by that is like, just get naked on your own. Like I'm not saying go out in public naked, nope. What I'm saying is just get used to seeing your own body naked, because if you are insecure, I have a feeling you are like me and you actively avoided looking at yourself naked in the mirror. Like I did not like seeing myself. I felt insecure when I saw myself. So it's just something, I never liked looking at myself. I never liked being with myself in naked form. I was always clothed. I never let myself just exist in my fucking natural form. And I feel like it scared me. Like it made me scared of my own body, which is fucking ludicrous. Do not be afraid of your own body. But I think just simply starting to get naked more, like sitting in my room naked, in my apartment naked. I totally get not everyone lives on their own. So obviously you have to keep it within your own space. But like just being naked and being comfortable enough to be naked on my own really helped me be naked in front of other people. The goal is body neutrality. Whoops. Hey guys, the angle is so bad. This is just me coming to let you guys know I accidentally lost the rest of the footage of the video, and it's okay because I was wrapping up anyway. And yeah, I was literally not saying anything very important, so. And if you hear that chewing, that is Leo eating his lunch. So I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching. I'm still sitting in this spot, just editing now, but I wanted to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope the video was helpful. Please remember, as always, to leave your tips down below, because I always you guys know this, I like fostering a very open community where people feel safe and they can talk about these things. So please leave them down below if you have anything to say. Thank you again to Adam and Eve for sponsoring this video. And don't forget about planners. weareinspired.com. Okay, bye.